What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Sunderland Road to Glory career mode on FIFA 22. In the last episode, January 1st came around and then Ketia left the football club. We had Eddie on loan here in the Championship. He was banging in the goals for us, and we did have him as well on a future fee. We could have bought him outright come the end of the season on that deal, but Arsenal ended the deal early. They had the clause in there to do that. They've recalled him to Arsenal. He's back there playing Premier League football for Arsenal Football Club, and we have been left absolutely stranded, boys, because without Eddie and Ketia, that leaves us Paper Finn up front. Ross Stewart, he's been brilliant for us, but we definitely need another striker to compete with him. At the moment, we have got our Brazilian Youth Academy player, Arroyo, 62 rated though, barely played at all. He's about to potentially leave on a loan deal, and then we'll have nobody. We must sign a striker in January. We have all month to do it. We need to do some scouting first and make a big decision. January could really turn this season on its head. Now, you boys have been working hard in the comments, as always, dropping your transfer suggestions. So here we go. Let's run down what is a stacked list of strikers. I'm sure you all know this boy, Liam Delap of Man City. Not much else to say. 70 rated, so we already have his scout report back. He's 6'1". He's pretty fast, 83 sprint speed, that's not too bad. It's not Nketiah levels, but it's not too bad. Decent dribbling, and he's finishing, is okay. Now we know this boy as well, Adam Ida as well. On from Norwich, we did a Norwich career mode on this channel, and we know how good he was. So he could be a player we could look at bringing in as well. More scouting to be done. Joe Geldhart, of course, the striker from Leeds. He's playing at Bayern. Not going to be getting game time over there. Maybe he could come on a loan with a potential fee as well. This boy was a really good comment as well, boys. Wolfsburg, Felix and Mecha. Looks like a fantastic player. Real face scan. Always levels it up for me. Bit of realism. He's been scouted. CD Ijata as well. Looks like a really good option. We'll be scouting him up. Tyrese John Jules, formerly at Arsenal, and now at Roma at the age of 21. We're looking at him. And in the free agency, Lorenzo Contreras. Spanish, 17-year-old. He may be a future star. So a lot of scouting to be done before we decide what we are going to do, boys. The squad is thin, and we have a lot of games coming up. The first one in this episode will be the FA Cup against QPR, but our main focus this year, of course, is getting up to the Premier League. So if we jump over to the Championship table, we are doing okay. We are in 4th place, 52 points, but you can see it is super tight at the top. We could jump a few places if we do well. We could drop a few places as well. This season, all we want to do is get the playoffs. When we get to the playoffs, then we have to focus and look forward to maybe playing Premier League football. Lots of stuff happening in this episode. Quite a long introduction for you. Gameplay, goals, and transfers. Let's go. Okay then, boys, here we go. A gameplay for you. Peter Riley in the last episode was balling out of his mind. 3 goals in his last 3 games. This is the FA Cup. As I said, our main focus 100%, no doubt, is the Championship season. A cup run in the FA Cup, why not? Let's go out today and we go fully focused, looking to beat and knock out Queen's Park Rangers. And boys, we are on the edge of half-time. Not in yet. And Reader goes for goal. A big save to deny us. Into 3, nearly 4 additional minutes of this first half. Initially, only 1 added on. I didn't think we was going to get time for this corner, but the referee says corner ball, and then we'll see it through to half-time. It is whipped in towards Doyle, who wins the header and scores for Sunderland right before half-time. QPR furious with the additional time, but the Sunderland fans don't care. We have our goal. We have our lead, and once we get our lead in the second half, possession was our game and goals were our aim. but not for QPR. They were getting frustrated, and with a really nasty late tackle on Riley, There was only one outcome here. A straight red. Bye-bye, Rob Dickey. Cheerio, my son. Off you get. We're going to look back at this straight through the back of Riley. Could have ended his season. He's off. They make a sub to adjust the team and their formation. And we now have a very dangerous free kick. Laid off by Lambert. Hit. Oh, it's off the post by Edwards. What a stunning goal that would have been. That would have been 2-0. They are down to 10 men anyway. And we are looking for one more chance to bury. Can we win this one? 11 versus 10. We should do. And now 72 minutes on the clock. Lambert, great overlap by Matheson. It's all about the delivery in the box. And it was perfectly delivered by Matheson in the box to our number 14, Super Stewart. He buries it. And that was game, set, match in the FA Cup. We are in to the hat of the next round. Our starting 11 doing the business. Thank goodness for that. Now the big boys may come out to play. We may have a big game coming up in the next round. We will look forward to that one, boys. But next up, we'll be looking at continuing our good form into the league. But today in the FA Cup, Sunderland 2, QPR 0. Okay, boys, and after that win against QPR, we do have some business to look at. We have a very small squad. Selling players in this window is not something I'm looking to do unless it makes sense where we can sell a player and maybe replace him with someone better. But it's going to have to bring us in some big money because we haven't got much money at all. I think it's around just over £2 million. It's not much at all. Then you got Amato, 18 years of age, the Italian international, an option with a loan to buy. Now, I'll be happy to probably let him go out on a loan deal. I'll delegate that for him to go out on a short-term loan because at least that way, if we really desperately need him, I can recall him from that and use him. And he can go out on loan maybe for a bit and just upgrade on that 62 overall. Now, Luko Nyan is someone I would look to sell. 1.4 million. Am I going to be able to replace him for 1.4 million? No. That is the simple answer. So, I'm going to keep hold of R9 at least to the end of the season. Maybe next year he will move on. So, we're going to reject that one as well. And then Lyndon Gooch. He hasn't got much game time at all, has he, recently? Even just then in the FA Cup, I decided to go with my stronger team. So Lyndon Gooch, again, it could be a player that we look to move on. But at this stage, with the injuries we have to D'Artagnan out wide, who hopefully will be back in the next few weeks, though, I still think it's worth keeping hold of Lyndon Gooch for at least, again, another season. Maybe his last one this year. So we're going to reject that. We're not looking to bring in any money with players because our squad is so small. And Arroyo, that striker I said to you about, he has left on loan. Then if Sirkin's happy that we gave him some game time. He did ask to play in the last one, so he came into the team and he did very well. But just to show you again, it's how paper thin we are. We have literally got barely anybody. So the players we have got, we keep hold of at the moment. Again, we're going to bring in that striker. We've still got that just over £2 million. Scouting is being done as we speak, but until it's done, we keep moving forwards. Okay, now this is interesting. Liam Delap has been approached by Inter Milan. 2.95 million. We cannot compete with that. We cannot afford that much. We would look to get him, especially him, because of his rating and his worth, on a loan. It looks like Delap is going to come off our shortlist, maybe move on. If he stays at City, we may have a chance still to bring him in on loan. But right now, it looks like he may not be available for transfer. This guy, however, he was as well a free agent. Lorenzo Contreras, 69 overall. Scouting's done, but he's been picked up. He's already been picked up. Oh, he would have been decent as well. Good finishing. Really good sprint speed. Oh, that's such a shame. Are we going to be able to still move for him, though? Because sometimes you can still do that. They're going to want cash, and the cash they want, we can't afford. Damn. It is not going to plan so far. Yes, we've still got a lot of players to come back. But so far, it's not looking good. And now we're back in to action today. Our next game in this long and winding championship season. Back at the Stadium of Light against Birmingham. A game that we are looking to plug and win. And we get off to a really fabulous start. Just over 8 minutes on the clock. What a goal that is. Swung into the box. Cabral with the knock out below. We've got to watch this one back. This one is worthy of a replay or two. Good ball out wide. Good ball back in the box. And Cabral, the Brazilian, showing what is exactly known as a superstar here in Sunderland. Beautiful finish. May go down as one of the goals of this season. Keeper had no chance. Flashed in the back of the net. And as it's going at the minute, Sunderland are crushing teams. Already 1-0. 3 goals this season for our beast in defensive midfield. And only 15 minutes in the clock. And Riley doubles our lead. A super goal from a superstar from our super youth academy. Wow. What a team we have built. Playing with this team in the championship almost feels unfair at points. We haven't got the biggest squad. Our squad depth is not good at all. But our starting 11, when they're all fully fit, all fully firing, this team is Premier League ready. What a goal! Riley! You legend. Come on, boys. We have that 2-goal cushion. And in the 22nd minute, pushing for a third in this first half. A great delivery again. This time from our wingback Huggins, who is at right back today. Delivered and then scored by Stewart. He is a real presence in the box. Rises highest at the back stick. Heads home. And that is 3-0 in the first half. Birmingham have been smacked straight in the jaw. Sunderland are firing. This could be our year, boys. Are we going to be back in the Premier League come the end of the season? We know one thing for sure. The end of the game is here. And we absolutely smashed it. Sunderland 3. Birmingham City. A big fat 0. And again, boys, we are back with this January transfer market. And this is a huge moment in this career mode. Dennis Sirkin, the English left back. He's only 20 and he's already 74 overall. This guy is going to be a beast in just a few more seasons. It's going to be in the 80s. He's ready for the Premier League pretty much just around the corner. Do we cash in on him? Because today we have a huge transfer offer. £9.8 million, nearly £10 million from Spezia. What an offer. We could use that on 2 really decent signings. But then we would have to replace Sirkin. But you say that. We have got Bello. And he's a left back as well. He's more of a left mid, but he is a left back. This is a tough one. This is a real tough one. I'm going to come out a bit quickly now. Amato has gone out on that short-term loan deal, boys. Looking at the squad. So, Sirkin is our first choice. 100% first choice. But Bello's 71 overall as well. He's 20 as well, so he's just behind Sirkin's development. When I play with him, though, he definitely feels more like a left winger. But then again, Edwards is always going to be our first choice. But I like having Bello to play left back, left mid, left wing. He can play everywhere. He's a really good utility player to have, and he's going to be really good as well in a few more seasons. I don't think we're going to... I just can't. My head's saying do it for the money, because it's a lot of money for Sirkin, as you know. But no, I can't. I cannot do it. I cannot allow him to leave. Thank you for the offer, but Sirkin will stay. And now we move back into the matches. This one against Brentford, away from home. We decided to go into the simulation. And the result is Brentford 2, Sunderland 1. It could have been worse. It could have been 3-1. But Christian Eriksen, playing in the Championship, missed his penalty. Brentford, their squad is still just a level above ours. And so is this one. Manchester City. without a shadow of a doubt, the better team out of the two. And today we had a big gun in the FA Cup and they put us to the Premier League sword. We are out of the FA Cup. They win 2-0. Jesus and Bernardo Silva, the goal scorers. 2 defeats on the bounce. We must fight back. Okay then, boys. It is finally time to bring in our new striker. God, I've been waiting for this moment. Finally, all the scout reports are back. It is time to observe them and make our decision. Now, first things first, Delap has left Man City, gone to Inter Milan on a permanent deal. Fortunately, that removes him from our options. And as well as that, Lorenzo Contreras, he as well signed from free agents. He is now not available, so he then is removed from our list. That makes it a little bit easier. A few less players. And looking down the list, CD Jata, I was hoping he may be 67, 8 overall, 63. There's no point. I've got youth academy players who I've loaned out who can play that position. That overall, that wasn't the reason that we want to bring in a new striker. We want to bring in one that's ready to fire instantly. Fire us to the Premier League. CD Jata will be removed, unfortunately, boys. Now, Felix Emecha. Now, he is an attacking midfielder. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but you guys said he can be trained to a striker. I'm not sure how long that will take, and that is the biggest thing about this deal. It's a risk, because sometimes FIFA can glitch, and we know that. And it can glitch and make it take hundreds of weeks. It can make it pretty impossible. So it is a risk to do that deal. But he does look like a great player. Now, Adam Eder. Already used him on a career mode. Do want to use him again. He was great. He didn't really be our first choice striker at any point. He was a rotation player, so he didn't often feature, and he would often feature in this career mode. Joe Geldhart as well. We haven't used him yet on FIFA 22. He might be a brilliant player to use. We may be able to get him on loan. Or Tyrese John Jules, formerly of Arsenal at Roma. Now, first things first, I'm going to be honest. I would love to bring in Joe Geldhart. I haven't used him yet. He's moved from Leeds to Bayern. He's homesick. He would like some game time. I would like to try and get him on loan, but I don't know if Bayern will allow me to do so. We might as well try. Let's approach to loan. See if we're able to do that. No, we are not. That's a big blow. A big blow. We cannot afford him. He's worth over 8 million. We have not got that money. That is an absolutely massive blow to what I was hoping to do, boys. He's going to have to be removed from the list. Oh, what do I do here? Do I go and risk it with Emecha and bring him in and convert him to a striker? Do I do that? I can't even afford him unless they let me loan him. Oh my goodness me, we could be in trouble here. We could be in trouble here. Will they let me even loan Adam Eder? He would be a really good loan. Nope. Oh my goodness me. Our list is incredibly small now. John Jules. No. Oh no, FIFA 22. Don't do this now. This game sometimes. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's screwing me. It is screwing me. I don't have the money to do that deal. Don't have the money to do any of those deals. We could be in trouble. Now, I did also scout this guy. He wasn't added to the list because I thought he might be worth too much. And he is. He is worth way too much. And we can't loan him either. We're in a bad place right now, boys. Everything has gone wrong. Everything. Oh dear. What do we do? You're going to have to give me a minute. Okay, lads. This lad was in the comment section. I didn't add him for some reason, but when I've gone back and scrolled through those comments, I should have added him. And he may be our only option. He's 19, Louis Barry. I'm sure you've heard of him. This young man once played for Barcelona. He was scouted out there. He went over there, and then he's ended up back at England and is playing this time now for Aston Villa. I think he scored in the Carabao Cup a few seasons ago against Liverpool and really had his name up in lights. Does he want to join Sunderland and become a starting striker potentially in the near future, or at least compete with Ross Stewart for that berth? I have no idea on his overall. I have no idea how much he's worth or how much he's earning per week, but he is on the loan list, which means we can do that deal. So Louis Barry, out of nowhere, is our go-to player. This game hurts my head. This game hurts my head. He is on the loan list and we still can't loan him. It's so broken, this game. It is so broken. Can't believe this. John Jules, we may be able to get him if I adjust the budget. Let me go and adjust the budget. I can't believe that I can't loan someone that's on the loan list. I'm not going to moan. I'm not going to moan. I promise. That is that. We know. We just know. If we adjust it a little bit, we may be able to get John Jules. And that will be all our budget pretty much gone. Just want to check before we do that. Players' contracts. Do we need to be updating player contracts first? Nobody's really that low. No, we're all good. Player contracts, we've got that on lock. It looks like it's going to be John Jules. It looks like it's going to be Tyrese John Jules. Let's approach the buy. Let's do this deal. We've been forced into it pretty much at this point in the window. In the last week, we need a striker. As simple as that. And Tyrese John Jules is going to be the player we're going to look to bring in. Now, I would like to get him at his base value if I can. So that's what we're going to offer. 2.3 million. Get in there! Finally, something goes my way this transfer window. We got him for his base value. I may even been able to get him just under, but look, I'm not going to risk it. I couldn't afford to risk it. We have no other options. Tyrese John Jules, we're going to bring him in to the end of the season. If he's really showing good potential, he could be here long term. If not, it may just be a stopgap signing for this and maybe partly next season, depending if we're still in the championship or not. We do know he has been scouted. We do know he's loaned. Oh my god, I'm thrown all over the place. We do know his wages. He will be rotation. He will not be coming in as the first choice. Absolutely not. 4-year deal. Not a problem, my son. No release clause. 8,500 per week. 74k to sign. I'm just going to adjust that and maybe try and save a little bit there. I can maybe get him on the 55k. That's quite a big chunk as well for a young player still. There we go. Welcome, John Jules, formerly of Arsenal, now formerly of Roma, and now at Sunderland. Here we go then, boys. The final live game of today's episode. It is Sunderland away from home against Coventry City. We are really fighting to finish in those promotion places. And coming away from home today against Coventry City, these are the kind of games we must win. If we want to finish in those promotion places, it's simple as that. 3 points is a must. Anything less could be damaging. It's going to be a difficult game, but we'll go for all 3 points. 5 minutes on the clock. We will win in the midfield battle. Riley in towards John Jules making his debut. And he gets it back into Riley, who finishes and puts us 1-0 up. Tyrese John Jules making his debut today. Starting 11 for him. And he doesn't get the goal, but he gets a great assist. Him and Riley linking up. That is really positive to see in just his first game. It's a delightful assist as well. Dinks it over the top, and a perfect volleyed finish from Peter Riley. What a legend. 11 minutes on the clock though. Coventry not giving up on a loose pass back. Good save, but the rebound headed in off the bar, and Coventry inside 12, nearly 13 minutes are back level. Just like that. The game is all square at 1 each. And that is how it ended, boys. We couldn't fight back to get the winner. We had a few chances, but nothing big enough. Tyrese John Jules got an assist on his debut, so we got a 1-1 draw. He couldn't find the back of the net, but I can guarantee you it won't be long until he does. He is really, really good. Him and Stewart, perfect to have up front. We don't need Nketiah because we've got John Jules. Now, we are in to deadline day. Is anything going to happen? We do have an offer in for a backup keeper. 16 years of age, Michael Price. Atalanta, a loan to buy. We don't want to sell him because he's already 64 overall. But a short-term loan to the end of the season, that one, my friends, would be a fabulous deal to do. Now, 5 hours remain. Another transfer offer in. This one is huge for Sirkin. He's getting some big money offers, but as I said, he's Premier League ready. He's only 20. He's going to be here throughout the entire series. If we can keep him at the club, we will. Porto, thank you for the offer, but Sirkin is staying put. And now count down another hour. Just 4 hours to go. There we go. Price has left on loan. And now Rodoni, a transfer offer in for him. 3.3 million. We don't have enough time to replace him. We're not going to do it. He, again, is staying put. And now we are moving in to the final 3 hours. Our players are top quality because we're receiving big offers from big clubs. This one coming from Getafe in La Liga for our beast at the back, Mitoglu. He is going nowhere. We love our Greek at the back. He is here to stay as well. And that is the end of the window, the end of today's episode. And here we are in third place. We've gone over Brentford. We lost to Brentford today, yet we still leapfrogged them. Is there hope for us to get automatics? The top two could be on. They're going to need to lose a few games, and we're going to need to go on a big, consistent winning run. But today's episode, we haven't really got a player of the episode. I don't think there was any real standout performers except from Tyrese John Jules, our newest signing. He's going to be player of the episode because he is one to watch. Tyrese John Jules, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. Till next time, boys. Peace!